end of the pad and the first line bleeds sideways. Blue Bic on a yellow legal 3 a.m. in the driveway. The ink cools in the crease where I press too hard. Same way a truth weighs more when you don't guard. Every rough draft is a door left off the latch. You could walk it back, but the paper holds a scratch. I wrote, I'm not my father, then I crossed it out twice. Left the ghost of it showing through the sheet like packed ice. Wet ink on a bodega napkin, coffee ring for a frame. The counterman watches me write like I lost my damn name. Nah, I'm finding it letter by letter in the grain of a sentence that don't scan until you read it in the rain. See, dry ink is history, committed, done a fact. But the wet stuff is the moment where you still can take it back. And I live in that margin, that half second of doubt, where the pen still touching paper and the word ain't fully out. Wet ink still bleeding on the page. Wet ink too honest for the stage. Don't blow on it, don't rush it, let the sentence breathe. The realest bars I wrote are the ones I almost leave. Wet ink still bleeding on the page. Wet ink too honest for the stage. Don't blow on it, don't rush it, let the sentence breathe. The realest bars I wrote are the ones I almost leave. Graffiti writer on the Myrtle Ave, overpass 3 cans deep. Outline still dripping when the rain begins to creep. He watches his name dissolve before the fill gets done. Wet paint on wet concrete, no protection from the sun. I asked him once why he keeps coming back to paint the same wall. Said dry paint is a museum piece, wet paint is a brawl. It's alive while it's running, it's a conversation still. Once it's set, it's just a thing that strangers read for thrills. That stuck with me the way a splinter works beneath the nail. Every bar I write is wet until I press it into the trail of a beat. The vinyl chops a quarter tempo, dust on a needle. The verse exists between the draft and what I'm willing to reveal. I sent 16 bars to the session log, deleted 4. Kept the 12 that sailed my stomach drop against the floor. That's the edit, not the polish, but the part that costs you sleep. Wet ink is the wound before the scab. The cut me wet ink still bleeding on the page. Wet ink too honest for the stage. Don't blow on it, don't rush it, let the sentence breathe. The realest bars I wrote are the ones I almost leave. Wet ink still bleeding on the page. Wet ink too honest for the stage. Don't blow on it, don't rush it, let the sentence breathe. The realest bars I wrote are the ones I almost leave. My grandmother signed her name in cursive on everything. Rent checks, birthday cards, the back of a photograph from spring. Her rest curl like smoke from a kitchen window, always slow. She said if the ink's still wet, the promise hasn't closed. I hold the pen the way she held it, thumb pressed firm. Wrist loose, the ink takes its time to dry, because the truth takes time to chew. Some days I write a whole verse and it sits there glistening. Not ready, not wrong, just wet, just listen. Now flip the ledger to the contract side, the business page. Manager slides the document across the laminate stage. Sign here, initial there, the pen feels heavy as a crowbar. Wet ink on a dotted line is just another scar. That means you're committed to whatever the clause contains. I read every paragraph the way I read a chess campaign. Looking for the pin, the fork, the tempo they embed in language built to dry before you understand what's said. But I don't sign wet, I let the offer breathe overnight. Walk the block at dawn and feel whether the terms sit right against my ribs, my gut, the part of me that writes a 3. The legal pad don't lie, the ink shows what the contract won't free. 9 tracks deep and everyone was wet before it dried into something strangers here on speaker, stripped of what I hide. But here, between the nib and the fiber of the page, the ink is mine, still warm, still forming. Wet ink, don't rush the line to dry. Wet ink, the truest thing still liquefy. Hold the pen steady, let the sentence land. The ink dries when it's ready, not when you demand. Wet ink